Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. This is a great turnout. I just have a couple remarks, and then we'll continue to showcase our favorite retiring employee of the day. So I think you all know that Metro lives by the motto, "We'll get you there." And the Breda buses, including Coach 4243 behind me, helped Seattle and Metro for more than 26 years. So to give you perspective, back in 1990, Metro was not part of King County. There was no such thing as Sound Transit, and construction on the downtown Seattle Transit Tunnel was just wrapping up. And the Bredas carried us into a new era of transit in Seattle. So some of us are very sentimental about seeing them go. Others of us know it's time to wave goodbye and move on to our next era of coaches, like the state-of-the-art trolleys that you'll see running today, and the improvements they bring in service, not only for our riders, but for our operators and mechanics. At one point, believe it or not, the Bredas were slick and shiny and sleek in our fleet, and cool and unique as they were introduced. They were the first dual-powered diesel-electric trolley bus to be operated in North America. And they've been true workhorses. So some figures here. When you count all 236 buses in the original fleet, they logged more than 100 million miles, and they provided seats and some standing room for about 500 million riders. 500 million, that's a large number to be carrying around this city. After their time in the downtown tunnel came to an end, Metro found new life for 59 of them as electric trolleys. So they came out of the tunnel onto the surface, and they gave us another 12 years of fine service and the extra time we needed to plan for our next generation of the trolley fleet. And I think it's worth noting that they outlasted the average diesel coach by about 10 years. That we kept them running, that our mechanics and our operators really kept them running, is a testament to our staff. That includes, if I could, people like Chris Parrott, who is our new vehicle maintenance manager. So the Bredas came online 27 years ago. Chris has been with Metro 26 years now. He started at an entry-level position. He became a mechanic apprentice, and one of the first fleets he worked on 26 years ago was the Breda fleet. And now as we retire this set of coaches, I'm so proud to have Chris as our manager of vehicle maintenance. He's truly one of our own. He's grown with our system and represents the evolution of Metro as an organization. So, the Bredas say a lot about who we are as Metro, and it's more than just Chris. It's 4,700 men and women growing every day who log countless miles in traffic, in the weather and on congested streets, crowded highways, sometimes through a tunnel, to bring service to riders in Seattle. Metro moves more than 400,000 riders a day, and we strive to deliver the best service that we can, always safe, always reliable, for our riders and our workforce. And I want to point out that we're always focused on the value we provide to our customers. So rather than scrap a valuable fleet, we figured out how to reuse it, reconfigure it, and reinvigorate it and keep it into service. These buses played a key role in keeping people moving, and that was part of keeping our economy moving. So again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming here today. Join me in wishing a happy retirement to the Breda fleet. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the Senior Deputy to King County Executive Dow Constantine, Mr. Fred Jarrett.
So this should really be an opportunity to celebrate, and to celebrate all of the best things about the governments in this region. The downside is that it reminds me how long I've been in this business. I was actually a Metro Council member who took the vote to buy the 236 of these buses that we bought back in the mid-'80s. But what I remember about it is the innovation. Nobody had been able to make a bus system work that was not fully electric in a tunnel in the world. And Metro was willing to take the risk and partner with the federal government to demonstrate what we could do to bring transit into the late 20th and into the 21st century. Now, you probably heard that people call these the Frankenbuses. There's a reason for that. When you have two power sources on a same bus, it turns out that it's more expensive to maintain. And when they're as heavy as these buses are, they do lots of damage to roads that lighter buses don't do. And so this bus is, in a sense, a classic of what I tell our county employees we need to do, which is to fail forward, to try things, to look at what works, fix it when it doesn't work, and find ways to be able to serve the public better. And that's exactly what Metro did. You heard the story from Rob about how we took the diesel out of the bus, kept the electric in. We're able to make these buses go further and, in a Carl Sagan way, serve billions and billions of riders. So this is a great opportunity, I think, to celebrate the best of government. The willingness to take risks, the work that we do to learn from the experience that we get from those risks, and the ability to build better and better systems that serve the public every day. So my thanks to Metro and to the drivers and the mechanics. We've got the best mechanics, we've got the best drivers, and we provide the best service. So thank you all very much. Thanks for coming.